WanteD looking for their own setup, but it looks like they may just miss each other as compLexity look to make their move. Swindle goes for the stun. It's going to connect. cancel looking to roll in after, just goes in for the dive. For the starfall, and it's going to be good enough. One right click should clean up the job. coL will strike and get it done.
You can do a lot of work in that lane, but Boris is going for his kind of more traditional build-up where he just wants to get tanky, wants to get sustainable, and wants to keep getting experience so that he can get the hookshot online as fast as possible and hopefully start making plays with it. He needs to TP top if they're going to win this fight.
Swindle spots out where PPD is, dishes out the stun, but they already had the vision exactly what was happening with compLexity side, and now they're going to jump on forward. They get the takedown of the Lesh, but that may be all. compLexity are able to make the distance to avoid further. Yep. He is a bit hesitant to try to get the commitment here. J.O.'s nearby. He wants to get it done, and he will. Clockwork.
Oh, J.O.
Clockwork's nearby. There's the time lapse. They are going to get the finish here. Boris is waiting for the hook shot. Only going to connect onto the range creep here.
Man.
Goes for the cogs. It's going to bump Moo away, and he's going to see you later. Sakuchi's out from trouble. Up and above. More action to break out. Z-Freak crushing onto PPD as Melons does go down. Z-Freak wants revenge here for his fallen brother. Chessie shows up, though, gets off the Savage Roar. Moo, in the meantime, gets a pickup on the other side of the globe, and it looks like Z-Freak should be able to.
A really good setup from compLexity where they were able to kind of drag out this top lane, put out some pressure here and there. You saw that the CM and the IO did not get as much free farm as they wanted, and in the meantime, you see this Weaver just start to explode in his safe lane.
Z-Freak is just eyeballing J.O., trying to get a hold of him here, not able to get close enough. Further crush, finds himself in trouble as he's going to be rooted up. He is nearly dead. Moonlight Shadow is there. PPD within the trees trying to go for the ulti. Gets off some good damage, but will eventually be brought down from Melons himself. J.O. hiding within the trees, able to sidestep Melons. Tethers up to Chessie, and they should be able to easily put Melons into a hurt locker. He's going to get dropped down and below. A chase is on for Monkeys here. Boris, 4 charges.
I expect some more heavy pressure coming from compLexity.
Moves in. Heeding to your call of pressure onto J.O. here and now, who jumps back for QO, tries to hide, but not going to be able to. A jump in, though, and amount of pressure is going to blow up Moo before he can get out with any sort of time lapse there. Boris could be next to get dropped. Good connection on the stun. Makes it a 2-for-2 trade. compLexity trying to get out of this. QO, not too much mana to make chase, and they'll have to let that one slide. Another trade of blows both ways, but it's WanteD who get the better end of the gold.
Yeah, absolutely. Still a very key kill onto the Weaver there, and actually QO gets over 600 gold from that kill alone.
Relocate in from J.O. joining QO, and both of them will be able to easily tag team and take down Z-Freak. So, good solid pick-off. It delays him from that Blink Dagger. Yeah.
In the meantime, Monkeys-forever with his classic Helmet Dominator.
Sorry, PPD looked like he ate an arrow. We see the back end of it as cancel rolls in and just knocks him down.
Brutal. But it's not like you're going to be seeing like a Manta or BKB too early on the Weaver. He'll go for the Lincolns.
Boris has spotted out cancel here, but Boris is pretty far from his team, and compLexity are nearby, so they'll be able to quickly clean out the little robot. Jumping on through, QO, long grab and pull back onto cancel right now. The Moonlight Shadow is out. Do they have the detection for it? Melons is going to get the blast takedown of Swindle. Can he make it out? Swindle is going to be going down. QO on the other end. Going to get shot apart, it looks like, from Moo. A big, promising fight for compLexity as they also take the bear. 4 going to get dropped, only Chessie to survive.
Negative armor synergy between the Weaver and the Slardar. There's the chain stunning potential between the Slardar and the Leshrac. Like, they've got so much potential to 5-man on the side of compLexity.
Jump in Boris onto Z-Freak here. Holds him in his place for now, and then they show up between Chessie and J.O., and they're going to be able to get the burst on the Slardar, but they could end up losing some lives themselves. J.O. nearby, 4 more seconds, he'll be able to make it out. He should leave Chessie behind, and it looks like he will. Here comes WanteD now, on a chase, up and over. It looks like Storm Spirit could find himself in trouble as he eats the stun, jumps out, jumps back in, gets the pull. Oh, just barely dodges the arrow coming in from cancel. And tries to make it out to safety. He's trying to get the bugs off in time. Can he do it? Woo! Barely lives with 20 life. He'll try to jump and make it away, but Monkeys looking to snipe him. Got him! Miss coil finishes him off. Makes it even a better fight for coL.
That poor out of mana Storm Spirit.
In a bit of trouble here. Z-Freak is stalking him at the moment. Then will decide to make his move. Leads in with the crush. There's the bug swarm. No arrow, but snow needed.
Yeah. If he goes for the TP, maybe the arrow helps out, but otherwise they got the clear kill just from the invisible initiation. Of course, the amp damage, but Arrow will snag PPD, and that's going to hurt in terms of their potential to jump
They know
in.
someone's there. They know something's up. The jump in from QO, and he gets it. We don't see much from him all game, but he gets something done now, and WanteD look to try to take the game back on the back of that if they can. QO in the midst of it, taking it right to Monkeys, but Monkeys has his borrowed time and is able to shrug it off. Chessie goes in on Swindle Melons, who is going to be able to back away. QO still holds that Aegis, and he is
For them to bring this back. So they do lose 3, but snatching the Aegis, I think, is the greater victory.
Let's see, though. I'm sure for compLexity side, they're kind of like, don't worry about it. It's fine. We're already far enough ahead where we can win the fights necessary here. QO just destroys Swindle out there on the side, and compLexity already go on the run back. But Boris makes his move in, gets the catch onto Zach, locks him within the cogs, and there goes the ulti for PPD. Everything they want to get the finish on Slaughter are WanteD now feeling themselves. Moving in. Oh, Monkeys! His team gets canceled for the battery assault. Moving in for Boris. He's not going to be able to make it out, and now borrowed time's going to get pumped. He gets surrounded, and he is going to be taken down. So convenient there for WanteD. Oh, man.
Yeah, I will say that was a little luck. Like, a lot of these plays are really good movement from Boris as well as all of WanteD, but that was just very fortunate that he found the Abaddon right in the right position.
Wards down. And WanteD themselves now smoked, moving up and inside. Z-Freak close, and he gets spotted. He is kind of the one out there for coL, almost like a scout, I guess, at that point. He thought he was going to be in a good enough pocket where he could blink away.
Is that in this mid-game stage, all you have for mobility is phase boost. So when your enemy gets caught, you're not going to be able to like run in with Tranquil and Blink Dagger.
They arrow for the bear, and they think about moving in on it, but QO makes his jump, and WanteD are looking to take advantage with their own numbers here in a mid-lane push. But they're not going to get the follow-up yet. Moo comes in now and starts jabbing at Boris a bit. WanteD do not want to be chased. Are trying to fend off compLexity from pursuing any further. QO sees an opening, looks to jump down and get the jump onto Cancel here, who's going to get bumped back from Boris. Cancel has plenty of mana, goes back to the high ground and avoids further trouble. QO with not enough mana to chase up. Swindle locked down a bit, and he's in trouble. Gets shredded apart from Chessie. And he'll be taken out from the fight moving forward. J.O., though, also going to get popped. Nicely done there from Moo. He looks to go for PPD. Rushing on in, looking to go for the little lady, though.
It's gonna be. It seems like it's enough to deter compLexity.
Yeah.
A couple of key target isolations, isolating the
QO is on the prowl for Chessie. He jumps all the way in, is able to still hold some good amount of mana here, but Z-Freak hits him up with the crush. Jump in from Boris. Connects onto 3, locks him in their place, but he is quickly going to be outnumbered. One Blade Mail is not going to be good enough to shrug them off. He is able to get QO into a safer spot, though, and WanteD again might need to kind of bounce back inside. The relocate will help get him out. Chessie runs back, but Z-Freak catches him right out the door with a nice crush. Then QO jumps in, gets the pull, and saves his comrade Chessie, allowing him to make it back inside. It will cost QO's life.
He'll be back soon, though.
Yeah.
He had enough charge.
Root will spot it out here for WanteD.
Is QO setting up for another snatch? They cannot fight this, but if they can snatch it, that would be
going all the way in. They are going to get the takedown of the Roche. He will not be able to get the snag of the Aegis this time, however, and he will lose his life for it.
So
man.
They can take a Rax and defend their mid. And I think that's going to be the key here, is they're going to just jump back as soon as they need to. And we'll see. Right now, Monkey's putting a lot of attack speed boost on that Rax with the Curse of Avernus, and it is going to be a full-on trade, it looks like.
Bottom lane, Z-Freak going to get roared. Sent on back, Cancel with the BKB. Hanging from the backside, the relocate's there, and they're going to go back home. 1 Rax down, it looks like, on the side of WanteD. While coL even get to hold their tier 3, just barely standing.
Yeah, I guess I have to kind of reorient myself about this Lone Druid hero, as we do see a Wisp just getting picked off on the rubber band of the relocate. But you have to remember that while Lone Druid
Shadow will also come out. WanteD get themselves back inside where they feel it's safe, and compLexity get themselves back outside. Where they're going to look to make their move. Z-Freak jumps in, gets a nice crush. Follow-up stuns there. QO going to get blasted apart. Seems to be fine. Won't be able to make it back and away to the arms of J.O. Z-Freak will not be able to make it out. PPD loses his life. Monkeys moves in for him. A re-engagement comes out from QO. Monkeys going to pop the borrowed time, and they move in and get the gem down as they blast apart Swindle Melons here. compLexity hang on the outskirts. Moo
get him!
Is not going to be able to assist on this one. Jumping forward, they get the takedown now of Monkeys. That's the gem. Cancel, hiding behind the trees. Arrow on the high ground, gets connection for Boris. Can he right-click him apart? Boris pops the blade mail. It gets out of the range and allows Chessie to just begin going in on Cancel and taking him down. Triple kill for the Lone Druid. WanteD hold.
Yeah, there's a lot of different factors going into that fight there. One of the biggest ones is Thorn up. There's really only so many more places you can go in terms of damage output.
Ooh, they're trying to go for a good jump here on Chessie, who is in the mid lane. Z-Freak goes for it. PPD nearby. Gets off the frostbite. J.O. looking to relocate. Pulls him back and away. But the chase is there. Monkeys moves in and gets the job done. Now he's looking to go for J.O. and they should do it. Double kill for Monkeys on the Abaddon. Making a triple as he snipes that one down. All right, compLexity not looking to lose a hold of this one. WanteD had a strong hold in the mid lane, but compLexity, they fought too hard to get to this kind of position. They're not looking to let up.
Yeah, the Lone will be respawning very shortly. He does have the -50 respawn time talent, but it looks like the racks are already gone. They're just putting way too much damage in. Great jump in, and unfortunately just way too weak of a relocate from J.O. Now PPD gets arrowed, and there's nothing left in the tank for WanteD.
Buy back out from PPD. QO moves in, finds himself silenced, has to step right back out. Chessie back from the dead now. But they will find their racks already gone. Jumping again. Z-Freak just absolutely clutched this game with the crushes. Sets up another beautiful one there for compLexity as they look to go for the nail in the coffin. WanteD are going to be pushed back. compLexity happy with their winnings. They'll walk away.
Yeah, and that's going to be a very, very difficult position for WanteD to fight back from. They are now at a 2-lane deficit. And, of course, spending multiple buybacks to try to get back into that fight. They don't actually have any buybacks available to them at this moment.
Advantage of here with some good positioning. They're going to be creeping in. This time Z-Freak, he's not going to be able to get in first and foremost. Instead, he's the one that is going to get hit. And now it's going to be a jump in. Moo going right in and trying to take it right to Chessie himself. The jumps continue. They're going to be able to get him down. He's going to be out for about 30 seconds. QO frantic to try to make it back and away. Inside, low on life, low on mana, amped up. He hits the shrine to stay alive, but the Gemini is going to be able to get the finish. He's out of this one for a minute and drops the gen with his dead corpse. Cancel moves in now, a setup from Z-Freak, and this could do it. compLexity, full 5-man wipe of WanteD here at the end. 33-17, they take game number 1.
Yeah, a little bit of hope for WanteD there in the tail end of the mid game, but it's just Moo doing way too much damage. They had a DD and a Bloodthorn, and I don't know. WanteD 2 fights in a row. I expected them to be defending from their